Don't let your songs become free fuel for the AI cash cow machine. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with any of the websites or software mentioned in this video. If you use them, it is at your own risk. I'm not a lawyer, and this is not legal advice. AI models could be eating your music without even asking permission. But what if you could poison your files so if a scraper touches them, that it can mess up their models, and then add a watermark so even if they do, you could possibly catch them? Today, I'm going to show you what I spent time researching to prevent and track AI if they try to use your songs without permission, with the help of invisible watermarks and adversarial noise. Step 1, you're going to want to bounce your masters just how you always would. 24-bit wave, and then save whatever you want that's untouched, just in case if you want a clean version that's not watermarked in the future. Save it in a private spot. If you're going to do digital storage, make sure you trust the source, but do not post that for streaming anywhere because this copy is still at risk of being stolen. Step 2, the 2-layer shield. First off, we got the watermarking technique. I had to re-record this part, so I've had a haircut since, but after looking through all the websites that could watermark your files for you, none of them seem to offer indie artists the ability to do it. It was all like corporate commercial stuff. And from what I could find, it was all really expensive and not worth it for my use case. However, I found one AWT2, and there was no purchase link, there was no download link, you had to send them an email. And then Alex, who created it, actually got back to me and said that one's for commercial use, but have you checked out Trusted Audio, which is his site that is specifically made for this. So I'm kind of surprised it didn't pop up in my searches initially. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for. I haven't used it yet, but I signed up. It's free, which is incredible. So let's go take a look at this on the computer. First, you go to trustedaudio.com. Do not click on any of these random ads that are floating around because it's pretty busy with ads, I'm not gonna lie. And then sign up down here. I'm just gonna log in. And then there's a file repository here. So anything that you upload gets stored on their site with the watermark so that they can identify in the future if somebody used your file with the watermark in it. Use this at your own risk. For my new album, I'm gonna be using Trusted Audio. And then I would do watermark and download, or you can do watermark and mail delivery with attachments. So that's pretty cool because it would timestamp and send the file to your email. You upload your file and then you can choose any file tags, metadata on it. You could put something like hashtag no AI if you so choose, and then output audio format. That's cool. They give you a bunch of options right here. Then recipient information, that'd just be you if it's going to be you. You could attach a picture to it, I guess. Should it become publicly retrievable and visible? I'm going to say no for mine, probably. Now for the layer 2 of protection, which is huge. This is the adversarial noise, or the noise that's going to make it so the AI gets confused. It doesn't know how to sort your song to say, this is pop music or this is folk music. On the Poison Pill AI website, they talk about all the features of it. And it's really not that expensive, so you could just pay for it for a month or two and use it for whatever your next album is, and then you could just cancel the subscription, start it back up later. You own all the commercial rights. They don't get any rights to anything when you process it through their site, and you can delete your files off their database after you process your songs and download them. And again, you own full rights to your song. Nobody's claiming any extra thing on top of it when you process it with them. But wait just a second. Make sure you do the watermarking first, because if you poison the file first and then you do the watermarking process might get messed up. Take the file that's watermarked and then poisoned and then convert it into an MP3 at 256 kbps. This is because if you were to upload one of these protected files to your distributor, and when they send it out to all these streaming or music platforms, some of the platforms convert your audio file to fit their platform. So you want to make sure that if somebody bounces it down, that compression of your file doesn't bring out metallic sounding or weird audio anomalies that happen because you used adversarial noise in your file. You're going to want to A/B your audio after the watermark and poison pill just to make sure that it didn't change the sound quality, because even though they say it's imperceptible, make sure you love the sound of the thing you're putting out still. Additionally, if you want to copyright your song so that if somebody does steal it, it makes it easier for you to prove you own it, I made a video talking about how to easily copyright a song in the US Copyright Office. But wait, there's more. How do you know if somebody actually did steal the file? Because very well, an AI model might have scraped it up and then they generated it for some other user who thinks they made some music, and you have like a prominent part in it. Your watermark's still floating in there, but just because it's in there doesn't mean you're going to be able to find it. So I looked up what would be, in my opinion, the most affordable and best tracker, and that's a company called ACRCloud. But I'm personally going to do this subscription periodically so I don't have to pay for it all the time. Like once a year, I'll do a re-upment and see if it can find any of my songs getting used on the internet. Once you see that your song was likely used in this AI generation, you would take it and bring it into your software, upload that file here, and then perform a deep signal analysis for distorted or stretched audio. And that's going to be able to pull out whether or not your watermark is in that sample. Then you go, I have absolute proof. And ACRCloud also has an AI music detector, so you could possibly find out what site they were using to make it. So what do you think? Drop a comment below. Let me know if you think this sounds like an untouchable method to protect your music against AI scrapers. Please hit that like and subscribe, and check out one of these other videos if you'd like to as well. Thank you. Peace.